Ah, Pokemon, the largest media franchise of all time, and the largest video game franchise of all time, selling over 300 million units, bringing people together from all generations, whether you started in Gen 1 or you're just pulling up in Gen 8. Okay, boomer. Come on, you're really gonna do that to me? I'm only in my 20s, like, are you serious?
The coolest guy ever.
Okay, that one's true.
Pokemon games have always focused on portability and taking the adventure everywhere you go by always being on portable systems, and quickly becoming the best-selling games on whatever console it touches, whether it be Game Boy Color, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, DS, DSi, 3DS, 2DS, new 3DS, new 2DS, new Nintendo 23DS Lite XL, and Knuckles? Oh my god, even smartphones, baby! So it only makes sense it would be on the now new home console that is also portable, the Nintendo Switch. Pokemon has even gone on to sell over 300 million games! And they did all that just over 20 years. With a portfolio like that, it'd be hard to find any flaws, right? It's perfect, it's a Picasso. Shimona, is that you? What if I told you Nintendo, the company behind everyone's favorite Mario, Zelda's, Donkey Kong, Kirby, Fire Emblem, and Sin and Punishment?
Wait a second. You kidding me, right? You don't know Sin and Punishment? Nintendo's swan song of the N64? Oh yeah, that's right. It never came out anywhere other than the N64 in Japan. So, let me show you. Let me just fill you in real quick what this masterpiece looks like.
Didn't I tell you? Make me the bait, and Radon will come to feast. Radon is jealous of me. I took you for myself.
I have chosen you. I have chosen you.
Actually, on second thought, you know Nintendo Japan? You just keep that one. You just keep it.
And the Pokemon Company, the company behind, well, Pokemon, quite literally actually, came together to make an exclusive Pokemon handheld console to be the home of everything Pokemon. Sounds foolproof, right? Stonks through the roof. Everyone's getting rich. And if you're thinking to yourself right now, how could this exist? I've played through all the Pokemon games, caught them all, been a part of all 8 generations of games. How come I never heard of such a thing? Well, actually, it's cause it failed miserably. And you know what? That might explain a few things. I'd say it sported the smallest cartridges too, but yeah, that Nintendo Swash thing came around the corner and said, "F you." How could this small little cutie fly marsupial of a handheld console not bump shoulders with the best of them? I mean, it even came in everyone's favorite Pokemon colors. You got Wooper Blue, Smoochum Purple, Abomination Green. The Pokemon Company even went as far as saying that these were the most popular Pokemon among fans at the time.
1 second there, company of the Pokemon. Who's running these tests, huh? Who? Cause, is it the same alternate reality where Hitler won the war? Is that where we're running these tests? There's no way.
Okay, I get it. It's not that bad. Except you. Yeah, that one really is that bad. The console did go on to get multiple games released, not only for here, but for Japan and also Europe. And of course Japan, who got way more support. We never see Japan get all the exclusive Pokemon stuff. Almost like they made the game or something. They're so lucky.
Well, the only way we can find out how this console truly failed is to get down and dirty and figure it out ourselves by playing through this masterpiece of a handheld console and giving our true opinion on how Pokemon can go wrong. The biggest media franchise of all time. Like, you can't make no mistakes. Every big fish has a leech on its belly.
Let's start simple, with the game packed in with the console for free. Pack-in games quickly established themselves as the best on consoles, and I mean you got your Game Boy, the Tetris, Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo, and the legendary god game of pack-in titles, Wii Sports. And now, joining the ranks, Pokemon Party. And damn, wow, look at those beautiful graphics. Really brings you back to the better and more simple times. You ever have a nostalgia over something that you've never had an experience with before? No, me neither. Just feels outdated. You know what, it's kind of hard to believe something like this came out around the same time as something like this. I mean, one has the power equivalent to a handheld Super Nintendo, even having some of the best Super Nintendo titles released on the console, and the other one's got the power of a free toy you get in a Happy Meal. Yay. Chicken McNugget. Well, let's just get into the games themselves. It's not always about the graphics that define a game. I mean, look at Pokemon Red, Blue, and Green. I'm like, oh my god. What the
What's that?
I know it's not so easy to look at on the eyes, but you guys love those games, right, guys? You guys love those games, right? No, like, seriously. They're your favorite games now. It's too bad. The first game we'll be jumping into on the Pokemon Party here is called Rocket Start. In this game, you'll play as the Usain Bolt. I mean Pikachu. I mean, Usain Bolt wasn't even the fastest man alive around these times. It was Japan Mickey Mouse, fastest thing alive. Playing as Pikachu, you race in the 100-pixel dash against various other Pokemon. And man, these controls are high-tech. They're trying to make you learn all the techniques, huh?
Every button makes run.
So the goal of the game here is to click, literally anything, including shaking the goddamn console like a Digivice. Pokemon, pocket-sized monsters, beat the lead for become champion, evolve into bigger. Aw, man. Beat by a rat. That's awesome. Aw, man, just look at this losing screen. Pikachu's looking like he lost it all. Betting on yellow. Himself. Get it? No? Can't help but feel bad for the little guy, like, damn. Come on, buddy. It's alright, you know, you're still the mascot of the largest media franchise of all time. Am I right? You've got that $70 billion in the bank. You know, I must be nice. It's not bad. You just lost a little race against a rat. But you're also a mouse. Let's keep this on the low key, you know, it's between me and you. But man, Pikachu is looking thick. You know what, I'm just gonna shoot it straight with you, buddy. You should probably lay off the Pokepuffs. You know, it's not exactly helping your career as what is this? Running fast? Shaking things? It's not help. It's not a help.
But Rome wasn't built in a day. You're not gonna be the fastest runner just running on the track your first time. We're gonna train to be the very best, like no one ever was. Not a single person, not a single Pokemon. The best.
After you beat Rattata and send him back to the sewer he came from, then we get to take on Eevee. What's the big deal about this one? Just looks like a puppy. Hey, pup, Pokemon might be trying to push you as the second mascot, but remember, that's all you'll ever be. Second. Also, after you beat Eevee, you just have to race against another Pikachu. They didn't really add any cool Pokemon like Dragonite or anything cool like that. That's it. That's all. On that note, why don't we just jump into the next game and see what we're dealing with here. Next game is Baseline Judge. You play a Slowking and you decide if the baseball is in play or it's not. That's it. That's all, folks. Probably the lamest idea of a game of all time, but someone's gotta do it. Is it you? It's definitely not me. I'm not doing that. Sounds like fun for someone else to do, not me. Ricochet Dribble is next in line, where you play as Chansey, the soccer player. Huh? What? Okay, so you move left and right and dribble the ball to the goal line as fast as you can. And man, these games are revolutionary, truly groundbreaking. I'm not sure why no one's ever heard about them. These mind-blasting geniuses of Baseline Judge or Ricochet Dribble. Miyamoto, is that you? Are you behind this? How could they possibly top that excitement? What? What was that? You want to follow the lead of Dancing Game, starring Blossom? How niche and very specific. Well, we got you covered, and guess what? You can even jump. What's that? You actually thought that they would leave off an action game from Pokemon Party? Just you wait. Just you wait. If it's an action game you want, I'm just gonna let you know now. Careful what you wish for, because it's probably not what you expected. That's right, we got an action game on this console. Remember the innovative controls that were Wii Sports Boxing were back in the day? You know, you and Grandma throwing the hooks? Well, here's where it all originated from. The founding father. Boxing Frenzy, baby. And oh boy, you better strap up for the adrenaline pump in action.
Wow, how am I supposed to know if I'm winning? This is awesome. Just a little bit more. Oh, what the f are you looking at? Just trying to beat my Machoke over here. He's not going down so easy. Ugh.
Wait, what? You telling me that's a Machop? Oh, same thing anyways. Potato, potato. Hakuna Matata. Huh? Seems all the same to me. Well, now that I can't feel my arm, it's time for Speedy Fake Out. And oh boy, I love me some good old ball and basket. Sign me up. Oh my, you must be joshing me here. It's even 2 players. Wait a second. What? Is it only 2 players? Yup. You can't play this game unless you have a friend with a Pokemon Mini who plays with you. And honestly, considering how well this sold, probably hasn't even ever been done before. Aw, man. Well, I guess I'll have to just settle for the next one. What do we got next? Battlefield? Sounds pretty sweet. No, not this one. Well, I mean, yeah, it's not Battlefield, but I can't be any more disappointed than last time. I couldn't even play the game. But no, the game's all like, nope. You. Go get some friends, loser. Alright, so I couldn't play Battlefield because I have no friends, but that's alright. It's okay. I got the next game. What do we got next? We got, Celebi's Clock. Huh. Oh, okay, it's a clock. A clock? I mean, if the clock wasn't bad enough, they had to make it military time. What about the kids? The children? Military time. Really? And that's all the games on Pokemon Mini. But come on, the game's free with the console. At least we can only really go up from here, right guys? Like, 3 of the games unplayable? Come on, we can do better than this. Right? Please? Let's just jump right into a game more Pokemon fans should be familiar with, which is Pokemon Pinball. And oh, no, not that one. This one. Finally, Pinball. You can't mess up this game. This bad boy's been around longer than Morgan Freeman's never aged. How do you start off a game that's finally gonna put your console on the map? Well, obviously, starting off with asking the player to set the date and time. Okay, whatever it takes, I'm ready for a good game. I paid $45.99 US for this in 2001 for this bad boy. Mom said she couldn't quite shell out the $99 US that the Game Boy Advance was going for at the time, but she swears that this one was just as good. Wait. What? We're playing Pokemon Pinball, correct? Well, it seems to be missing something. I don't know. It's not even really pinball. What's that? How's it not pinball? Well, I mean, it doesn't even have flippers for flip's sakes. And don't get me wrong, I'm not really a pinball guru, but I'm pretty sure it's a main staple. Okay, only 10 levels in, and it does look like we can catch other Pokemon and even use them. Maybe I was a little bit too quick to judge, but wow, we got Pikachu. Maybe Pikachu will be some kind of traditional flipper system, and I don't know, but no, it's just 3 Digletts. You know, literally just the definition of the already existing Dugtrio, and this game's all like, nope. That's Pikachu. Wait a second, the next Pokemon we catch is gonna be a Wobbuffet, and it's not every day one of those things become useful, and it's just a skin change of Diglett and Pikachu. Beautiful. Get the out of my face. Pokemon Pinball Mini was definitely a step in the right direction, but it didn't quite fiend my addiction. What do we got next, huh? Oh, Meowth Uno? Japanese card game? Nah, let's be honest, we already know that's a disappointment. There's no need to play that one. Huh? What's this? Tetris? With the Pokemon? With the Pocket Monsters? The Tetris? The Pokemon? Oh, and what do you know? This is the only actual game made for the Mini that was made by Nintendo. Miyamoto, is that you? Did you make this masterpiece? I haven't even played it yet, I just know. If you made this, 10 out of 10. Oh no, but this ain't just your run-of-the-mill Tetris. If you pull off a Tetris...
You kidding me, right? You don't know what a Tetris is? You in the Green Lantern shirt, pounding back some Doritos and some Mountain Dew?
You don't even know what a Tetris is? Well, it's the game. Duh. And we are currently playing it. Duh. Oh, and it's also when you get 4 lines at the same time. Twist, bam, kaboom! That's a f***ing Tetris. You might say, what's so important about doing these Tetrises? You can just do line by line and never actually have to build it up. Although I've seen plenty of people do it line by line, don't get me wrong, but if you do a Tetris, you get to catch a Pokemon. And that's better than not catching a Pokemon. I mean, if you're a real completionist, you may even attempt trying to catch them all. You know, just a little bit. Just a smidge of, all of them. But at the end of the day, not even Pocket Monster catching Tetris could save this bad boy. So there you have it. More obscure bullshit that no one cares about. If you like learning about more under the radar kind of games, you should check out my video on Clock Tower 2. Completely went under the radar, nobody saw it, it wasn't a Pokemon video. Or my vast library of Pokemon videos like the Pokemon Printer. But in the meanwhile, I've been R9, have yourselves a good time.